Anyway, set up K. This is easy to show by showing you on the transmitter, because I could show it on the pitch gauge, but I don't have it at the moment. But what you'd do is you'd put the stick to center and then move it up to where it equals whatever max setting. I've set it to, I think it's at 12 degrees at the moment, pitch, and then when you get to the top you go like that. Just move the tail to the side, select that as the highest setting, the limit, and then you do exactly the same for the bottom. So you just go like that, hold it for a bit, bring it back, put it in the center, and that's it for the collective pitch setup in section K. And now it's section L. Section L is similar to section K, except you do it with the Swashplate. So you'd move that to the side, and to save that setting you'd move the rudder input, hold it there for a bit, and then put it back. And then you do exactly the same, you just do that way, then move the rudder stick for a couple of seconds, then put it back, and that's it. Okay, so this is setup menu M. This is a sensor direction of the BeastX. Now what you do for this is you pick the helicopter up and tilt it back and forth, and if the Swashplate tilts in the opposite direction, then that means it's tilting the right way. And you'd also you'd roll it to side and select the right setting. For mine, I've just got blue, so one of them's normal, one of them's reverse. I don't know which ones, but that's the way I've got it set. But yours would probably be different. And on selection setup menu N, it's it's the rudder, which way the rudder senses. Now I've got mine blue, but then yours will depend. It's kind of depends what helicopter you have. No, it depends which way you put the servo on. And that's it for the setup menu. Next is the parameters menu, and to enter this you hold it down for a second until it starts flashing, and that's it. Okay, for A, this is the fine trimming of the Swashplate, so you can trim the Swashplate to, if it's not level, then you just change it. I haven't done anything on this. So then for B, it's the control behavior. Now this is quite important, because it depends if you want it responsive or just want to do normal flying or 3D or anything like that. Now I've selected blue, so I can program this in my radio with the dual rates, or you can choose between normal, sport, pro and extreme. The factory setting is on sport, which I haven't actually tried, but it will probably be alright for a test flight. And that would be the light being red and flashing. Then parameters menu C. It's this is the Swashplate pitching up menu. Now this is if you're flying along and the Swashplate, the helicopter keeps diving up and down like a sort of fish, and you've turned the gain down on the Swashplate and it's not that. Then what you do is if it keeps doing it, you move this up higher. The factory setting is red, which is one below what I've got now. I've got it on high at the moment because I had a couple of problems when you're flying fast into the wind. It kept doing that, kept bobbing up and down. It depends really on your setup. I recommend for most of these settings keep them default or factory setting for the first flight. And for D, this is a headlock gain. Now, as you can see, I've kept this factory setting, which is red, medium. I haven't really looked into this very much. I mean, I know you can change the gain in the transmitter, and that's what I've done, but I've mostly left this one alone. Seems to work fine. And that's it for the parameters menu. The only other thing that I would consider about is the movable pots on the BeastX. These are quite important. The top one is the Swashplate gain. The second one is, I think it's the Swashplate dynamic gain, which changes how responsive you can be with the Swashplate, how reactive it is to your controls. And the third one is I think it's a tail dynamic gain. I haven't changed the bottom one. I've played around with the two top ones. I'll post a picture in just a second about showing what I've put in the pots. The top one I've just left as the middle. I have changed it a couple of times, but I just like it in the middle. The middle one, I've moved it slightly to the positive. I tried moving it a lot, quite high, but I had a problem with that because the Swashplate, I don't know whether this was the BeastX or whether I had a servo problem, but the helicopter kind of took its own mind and crashed itself. I think it was a servo problem because I did have a problem with one of my servos and replaced them all now. Anyway, I've just kept that slightly above the neutral position and it works great. The third one I haven't touched because I don't really know what it does yet. I don't think I really need to find out what it does because everything's flying fine with the BeastX at the moment. And I'll post up the picture of the pots that I've done. So thank you for listening. Bye.